So for taming a basil, you're gonna want a decent water tame to start. When I first tamed a basil, I used a 135 tamed megalodon, and I was able to fight off all the mantas. So generally what you're gonna want to do is try to aggro all the mantas that are following the basil that you want to tame. So aggro them all to you, kill them off. They're gonna hurt, like, a lot. They do a lot of damage, so you're gonna want a decent amount of health on your tame, if you can. Sometimes there's like a smaller pack or lower levels and it's not as bad, but it just really depends on what's surrounding the basil. So now that the basil doesn't have any mantas around it anymore, you're gonna want to make sure to have a scuba tank on so that you can actually breathe underwater for a while. You have to kill this megalodon. Try to make sure that all the aggressive tames that are around are dead so that you can successfully swim over to the basil. The basil is a passive tame. You can use cooked meat, raw meat, cooked prime meat, cooked lamb chops, raw prime meat, mutton. I don't see anything about fish meat according to the spyglass, so I don't know if that's an option, but I'm gonna be using exceptional kibble. That is the best option. It says this one will only take 4. So what I'm going to do is, now that it's close by, I'm gonna put on some flippers, get off my tame, swim over to it, and you just feed exceptional kibble. That brings it to 42%. And then you can just get on your tame while you wait. And you essentially just wait for it to be hungry again and feed it some more kibble. So due to me having the spyglass, I can see when it's ready to eat again. But it might say if you in the taming list. Let's see. I'm gonna watch the bar. I'm gonna see if it'll say. I can give you guys some better information. If you're curious on what that pop-up is or how to get to it, all you do is go to your inventory. It's in the top. It'll say it's like a paw or like a footprint with a plus next to it. That's your taming list. As long as you have fed them once or have knocked them out, then they'll show up on the list, and you click on it and they'll start tracking it, and you can untrack if you need to. But essentially you'll be able to have a marker where it's at, and you can see the taming meter for it, and it also shows the topar meter if it's a knockout tame. It does take a little while for them to be hungry again, so I'm just waiting. I want to try to aggro this manta if I can. I don't want to hit the basil though. I'm just hoping that it'll get mad at me. Bite me. Thinking that if I jump off my tame, he might come over here. Nope. That manta wants nothing to do with me. So, I don't know if he's gonna attack me when I try to feed him. Last time I tamed a basil, I got lucky enough for there not to be any other mantas that showed up. Oh, if they drop behind enough. I really don't want to hit this. Can I use the elixir? I don't know. I'll go try. According to Dodo Dex, you can use the elixir. So I'm gonna try it. Right now. Looks safe enough. Alright, so I do have that elixir in my bar, so I'm gonna try to use it. Let me... It's not glowing, so I don't think I can. I don't think you can? I'm gonna wait till it says hungry again. And once it says it's hungry, I'm gonna try to use the elixir. And if that doesn't work, then I guess you can't use the elixirs on basils. Let's wait till it's hungry and we'll see. Maybe the elixir works. It does take a while before it's hungry again. This is why you need the scuba tank, so then it's just easier. You don't have to go to the shore every 2 seconds. From you had just fed another kibble. Yeah, I wasn't sure. In Dodo Dex, it says the elixir, but sometimes you just don't really know for sure. I noticed though, with the basils, after it gets hungry again the first time, the rest of the feedings for it generally pop up pretty quick. So like this first one takes forever, but after that it should be pretty quick. How is it still not hungry yet? Oh my goodness. So currently it's at 21.6, or so its max is 21.6k food. And it is currently at 19.3. Okay, it says it's ready to eat. So I'm gonna swim closer to it. Get off of my tame. I'm gonna see if I can use the elixir. The elixir is still not an option, so I'm just gonna feed it the kibble. From what I believe is, I don't think you can use the elixir. I don't know. I don't have the option showing up, so I don't think you can. But if you're able to use the elixir, then that's really cool. Yeah, even now. Usually it would highlight on the bar. You're able to use it, and it's... I'm even trying to click it now, it's not working. So the elixir is a no-go. So according to it, it takes 4 kibble, but I think once it gets the 3rd kibble, it's good. Oh, and on the taming thing, it doesn't say ready to eat. So, unfortunately, unless you have spyglass, you won't know if it's ready to eat unless you are in its face. But that is how you tame a basil. It's pretty simple tame. The only issue with taming a basil, in my opinion, is just fighting off the mantas that are around it. If you can lure the mantas away and kill them, then you're good to go, and it's a pretty simple tame.